In the heart of Rome, under the ancient domes and timeless reverence of the Vatican, actor Josh Lucas and meteorologist Brianna Ruffalo quietly stepped into a new chapter of their lives. It wasn't just a wedding, it was a love story sealed in one of the most sacred and symbolic places on earth. For a man known for his roles in sweeping romantic films like Sweet Home Alabama, and for a woman whose calm presence graces morning television screens delivering forecasts to millions, their union was every bit as magical as it was intimate. Far from the flashbulbs and fanfare of Hollywood, the couple chose a path that reflected the soul of their relationship: elegant, meaningful, and deeply personal. Josh Lucas, now 53, and Brianna Ruffalo, 32, have been together for several years, their love blossoming behind the scenes of life in entertainment and media. They met in what some might call a classic Hollywood meets real world kind of way. While Josh was on location filming the first season of the star-studded Apple TV Plus series, Palm Royale, alongside the likes of Kristen Wiig and Allison Janney, fate had a plan. Brianna, a well-respected meteorologist at ABC 7 Los Angeles, was covering a segment nearby. A mutual friend introduced them. There were no paparazzi lurking in the shadows, no instant headlines, just two people crossing paths and instantly connecting on something deeper. It didn't take long for sparks to turn into something more. The couple kept their relationship mostly out of the spotlight, and for good reason. They were building something sacred in a world that often thrives on spectacle. While fans occasionally caught glimpses of them together, at charity events, art exhibits, or enjoying quiet getaways, their romance remained largely their own. That made the announcement of their engagement in June 2024 all the more special. Josh proposed during another trip to Italy, a country that had grown dear to their hearts over the course of their relationship. This time, he chose Florence, under the warm Tuscan sky, where he asked Brianna to be his wife. She said yes. When word of the engagement broke, fans were thrilled, but what came next was even more breathtaking. This past weekend, in an intimate and deeply emotional ceremony, Josh and Brianna exchanged vows in none other than the Vatican. It was an extraordinary choice, historic, grand, and sacred. And yet, the wedding was not about extravagance. It was about devotion, both to each other and to the values that matter most to them: love, faith, and family. Josh Lucas shared the first glimpses of the ceremony through a series of hauntingly beautiful black and white photographs posted to Instagram. The images evoked the aura of a classic European film, timeless, tender, and full of quiet joy. In one shot, Josh stands with his arm gently around Brianna's waist, his expression calm but full of warmth. In another, Brianna walks through the marble corridors in a stunning white gown, her face lit with love and awe. Her dress, traditional in silhouette but modern in texture, whispered rather than shouted. Her bouquet was delicate, almost ethereal, and her expression carried the weight of love's truth, a woman who had found her person, and a moment that would stay with her forever. The couple didn't need words to tell their story. The images said it all. Still, Josh added a short but poignant caption: "My dream of a wedding." No tags, no over-the-top statements, just the distilled truth of how he felt. Brianna later echoed those sentiments on her own page, thanking friends and loved ones for their support and sharing a heartfelt reflection on what the day meant to her. "A sacred place, a sacred promise," she wrote. "Forever grateful." For those closest to them, the wedding came as no surprise. Friends described the couple as deeply in sync, grounded in their values, and refreshingly unpretentious. "They just get each other," said one longtime friend. "They both have demanding careers, but they make space for the little things: coffee in the morning, reading to each other at night, long walks where no one's watching. They're the real deal." Josh Lucas, known for his soulful screen presence and voice that drips with Southern charm, has long been a private man when it comes to his personal life. His previous marriage to writer Jessica Scienson Enriquez ended in divorce in 2014, though the two remained on civil terms, co-parenting their now 11-year-old son, Noah. Josh has spoken in interviews about the lessons he's learned from love, heartbreak, and fatherhood. He's been candid about his desire to find a partner with whom he could share a deeper, lasting connection, someone who understood the beauty and simplicity. With Brianna, those hopes became a reality. Brianna Ruffalo, meanwhile, has carved out her own path in the often chaotic world of broadcast journalism. Known for her professionalism, warmth, and effortless charm, she has built a dedicated audience in Los Angeles and beyond. But colleagues say that beyond the camera, she is thoughtful, fiercely intelligent, and refreshingly humble. Those who know her best describe her as someone who values connection over attention, and who brings that same authenticity to her relationship with Josh. Their decision to marry at the Vatican was not made lightly. According to those close to the couple, the choice reflected their shared reverence for tradition, faith, and spirituality. Though they are not overtly public about their religious beliefs, The pair reportedly spent time speaking with clergy and carefully planning a ceremony that honored both the sacredness of the location and the intimacy of their bond. The result was a wedding that felt both grand and grounded, ancient yet timeless. Only a small circle of family and friends were in attendance, respecting the couple's wishes for a quiet ceremony. Among them were a few of Josh's longtime collaborators, Brianna's close relatives, and select colleagues from their respective industries. The reception, we're told, was held at a private villa just outside Rome, where guests dined under the stars on handmade pasta, fresh truffles, and Italian wine. There were no press releases, no sold media rights, just love, laughter, and an unforgettable night. As news of the wedding spread, fans and followers from around the world took to social media to share their joy. Messages poured in across platforms, well wishes, expressions of admiration, and heartfelt congratulations. For a couple that has always prioritized depth over spectacle, the public outpouring of support was both humbling and deeply appreciated. Industry insiders, too, couldn't help but celebrate the moment. Josh has always been one of the good guys, one producer noted. And Brianna? She's as real as it gets. Watching them come together like this, it's just beautiful. Their love story, which began quietly and grew steadily, now serves as a reminder that even in the noisy world of celebrity, true connection still matters. And while the couple has yet to announce a honeymoon destination, sources close to them say they may spend a few more days in Italy before heading back to their respective commitments. Josh is already signed on for the second season of Palm Royale, and Brianna is expected to return to her morning segment soon. But for now, work can wait. These early days of marriage are about savoring the moment, holding each other close, and remembering what it feels like to have the world pause for love. In a world where so many relationships are fleeting, where news cycles move faster than emotions can settle, Josh Lucas and Brianna Ruffalo have done something truly rare. They've chosen to love slowly, deeply, and without pretense. Their wedding wasn't just a headline, it was a statement of who they are and what they stand for. And in a time when the world could use more stories about grace, devotion, and quiet joy, their love shines just a little brighter. As they begin this new chapter, walking hand in hand not just through Rome's cobblestone streets, but through life itself, one thing is clear: this is more than a wedding. It's a promise kept, a dream fulfilled, a future wide open and full of possibility. And for those of us watching from afar, it's a reminder that sometimes the most beautiful love stories are the ones that unfold not with fireworks, but with a whisper, a vow, and a kiss beneath the Vatican sky.